All right, what's up, college football fans, quarterback fans? Welcome to another QB Spotlight video. In this video, we're talking about Mizzou quarterback Brady Cook. We're going to want to recap what he did against Kansas State and how he was able to lead Mizzou to a win against Kansas State in Week 3. One of the best Week 3 quarterback performances, right? Him, Jay Daniel, and Shedeur Sanders, right? But he was definitely up there with one of the best quarterback performances of Week 3. If this is your first time tuning in, QB Spotlight is just a big quarterback hub, specifically the college quarterback position. We'd have these recap videos, preview videos of different quarterback matchups, and then, of course, our quarterback live shows. We just talk anything and all things quarterbacks, and we also have current and former guests or current and former quarterbacks that come on as guests to the podcast. With that said, just a big quarterback hub. So if you like quarterbacks or just a big college football junkie, please consider subscribing. All right, Brady Cook. What did he do well? What was he able to do to attack Kansas State? What was the big theme for Brady Cook? Well, my big takeaways were one, he's tough as nails. He's able to play through some big hits and just keep going. And then two, his situational football was really big against Kansas State. His ability to execute on downs that really matter, his ability to lead Mizzou down to kick the game-winning field goal, right? Just plays that really mattered. Those really stuck out to me. And I think he was able to find some areas in the Kansas State defense that he was able to expose. So let's look at his stats real quick, or let's read his numbers real quick. I think I wrote it down. So he's 23 of 35, 356 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 10.2 yards per attempt. So he was taking vertical shots. I think that was huge. How he took those vertical shots, I think, was even bigger. How he was able to find those vertical throws. Most of those vertical throws came off play action. I thought he did really good on play action. He also did really good dropping straight back. But there were two different outcomes from those passing concepts. Play action, he was able to take some deep shots. He was 8 of 11 on play action for $197. I think he had one of his touchdowns on play action too. But a lot of the big throws, a lot of the airs came off play action. That's 8 completions for $197, right? So a lot of yards off play action. That's how they were able to attack vertically. We'll probably show a video at the very end. We'll dive into a little bit of film breakdown, just one video at the end showing a vertical shot of play action, most likely. But he was also able to do good on straight drop back throws. He was 15 of 25 for $159. What that tells me and what he did was he took what the defense gave him too. Just because he was able to hit on some big time throws, he still, when it wasn't there, when the underneath throw was a throw to make, he's able to do that. 15 of 25, so 15 completions for $159, right? Take what the defense gave you, but then on the vertical shots, the deep shots, which came off play action, 8 of 11, 8 completions off play action for $197, right? So that was huge. Able to have success in play action and able to have success on the straight drop back throws. And like we talked about the play action, number 2, his ability to hit vertical shots was big. Like we talked about, a lot of it came off play action, but just the ability to do that was big, and it allowed other offensive plays to be done well. Cook was 4-7 on balls that were 20 plus yards downfield for $147. So he was able to hit, on more than half his deep throws, able to connect on, able to push the ball downfield. And that opens up stuff underneath. So that was something that Cook did well. We talked about his situational football, right? Both his TD passes, he was under pressure. So he had 2 touchdown passes, and both of them he was under pressure. He only had 3 completions when there was pressure in his face, right? He did a really good job when he was kept clean and kept upright, like what every quarterback wants. But when pressure came in his face, he was only 3 of 7, but 2 of those 3 completions were touchdowns, right? So that's what I mean by being really good in the situation. When they bring pressure, when there's pressure in your face, when you don't have a clean pocket, able to make a good throw for a touchdown. And the last thing, maybe the most important thing that maybe is easy to get overlooked, was how he attacked the defense repeatedly, and that was middle of the field. He was really able to take shots in the middle of the field, and Kansas State wasn't able to defend it probably how they liked. 277 of his passing yards were middle of the field. So he had 356 passing yards, right? And 277 of those 356 yards were middle of the field, were between the numbers, right? So he didn't have to spread the ball outside the numbers, outside the hashes as much. It was middle of the field. 19 of his, how many completions did we say he had? 23. Wow. So he was 19 to 24 inside the numbers. So he only had 4 completions outside the numbers. And I think they were on the right side, if I remember correctly. Regardless, he was able to really attack middle of the field or attack inside the numbers. And I think he was able to do it repeatedly, and Kansas State wasn't able to adjust and stop it, or at least wasn't able to make enough adjustment to stop it, right? So I think Brady Cook, one of the best performances of all of week 3, great win, great performance, especially being underdogs at home. Really good win for Mizzou, and a really good game for Cook. So just to kind of recap everything, a lot of big throws that kept them in the game and led to a win. The situational football, right? Both of his touchdown passes were when there was pressure in his face, when it wasn't a clean pocket. He was able to play well off play action, take some vertical throws, and then he was able to take what the defense, or he took what the defense gave him on some more of the straight drop back throws. He wasn't just trying to push it downfield if it wasn't there. The vertical shots were there. He was able to complete and hit on those, and then attack the middle of the field. He was able to find the weakness and just kind of expose it and just do it repeatedly. So with that said, we'll watch one quick clip kind of demonstrating what we just talked about. It's either going to be a middle of the field throw or throw off play action showing a vertical shot. We'll find one of those clips and just kind of demonstrating a bit more detail. But please, again, consider liking, subscribing. If you're a Mizzou fan or just a fan in general, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought of Cook's performance and just the game overall. Let us know. And yeah, let's go on and check out this video. All right, so here's a quick clip from Brady Cook. And hey, this is a broadcast footage, so I do apologize. It's not the best quality, but it's all we have on the coach's film right now. So we got to play it a little slower, but it gets the job done. At least one clip, right? So we're going to see quick play action, like we talked about, then hitting a nice vertical throw, a nice deep throw off this play action. And let's go ahead and watch it play slow, really accurate throw, right? Boom, play action here. They're bringing 5, I believe. His eyes are downfield off the play action. Watch this accurate throw right there. That's a really good throw. It's great coverage. You got an up top DB right here, and he throws it right in between. Really good 2-ball there. Boom, ends up being a big play for him. That's a 1st and 10. They were down by 7 into the 3rd here. So again, just a really good example of a deep throw off play action and really accurate downfield. So if you like this type of content, if you're a Mizzou fan or just a fan of college football, please consider liking, subscribing, and all that fun YouTube stuff. Really does help us, and we'll see you next time. Peace.